Did you know that more people now get their news online than from any other source? MaineWebNews.com covers the current events forming the trends of tomorrow. Experience the future of Maine news today at MaineWebNews.com.
Healthcare is one of the hot topics that people are talking about these days, and there's been some big headlines about some of the dangerous chemicals that people in America and in Maine have been eating and drinking. Today, we're going to talk about 3 of those dangerous chemicals that have been making big headlines.
And now, Maine Web News.
The Maine State Legislature has taken some important steps towards addressing the problem of people unknowingly being exposed to dangerous chemicals.
A couple years ago we passed a bill called the Kid Safe Product Act that really sought to look at those chemicals in products in the home, whether it was baby bottles or children's toys or mattresses, monitor those chemicals that we know are most dangerous, that have been proven in peer-reviewed studies to be problematic, especially for kids and developing fetuses, and try to move them out of consumer products.
The first big test of the Kids Safe Products Act is the chemical bisphenol, or BPA.
And this is the first priority chemical, and I can't think of one that should be higher in priority than this one, because we know its deleterious effects.
The U.S. National Toxicology Program has some concern for effects of BPA on the brain, behavior, and prostate glands in fetuses, infants, and children.
The proposed regulation before you fails to adequately protect the health of Maine children. It fails to eliminate the current greatest source of BPA exposure, which is food packaging, specifically infant formula and baby food. This use of bisphenol A, unlike the containers, which comes out of the polycarbonate plastic, which is made of bisphenol A, the metal can linings and food jar lid linings are coated with an epoxy resin that leaches bisphenol A into the food.
Scientists have yet to find a harmless dose of BPA. Animal studies have revealed that BPA exposure during gestation contributed to behavioral disorders, obesity, diabetes, early puberty, breast, prostate cancer, and infertility.
That infant formula can, liquid can formula, contains on average 5 parts per billion of bisphenol A.
My own work at Tufts University has shown that BPA exposures during development alter development of the brain and sex-specific behaviors. Exposure to just 250 parts per billion of BPA during development reduced the number of neurons in gender-specific areas of the brain, so that female brains look like male brains. Additional tests revealed that the behavior of BPA-exposed females was also masculinized.
This is obviously an issue where we would rather have the federal government do it, because it's very hard for a little state like Maine to do it, but action by states like Maine, California, Washington State, they are prompting the federal government to say, okay, we need to deal with this issue.
Time will tell if the Kids Safe Product Act will get BPA out of our products here in Maine. In the meantime, we turn our attention now to controversial chemical number 2, fluoride. Most of the world has stopped putting fluoride in their tap water, but many places in Maine continue this practice. We've been told it's supposed to be good for our teeth, but fluoride is also the main ingredient in rat poison. Go to the hardware store and grab some rat poison. You're only going to find one ingredient, fluoride. You can also go to the local supermarket and grab some toothpaste. Almost every tube of toothpaste at the supermarket now has fluoride in it. On the back, it will tell you that if you swallow the sodium fluoride, you need to call poison control immediately. Tom's makes toothpaste with and without fluoride. Let's look at the tube with fluoride. Note that it also has the warning that if you swallow it, you need to call poison control. Their fluoride-free toothpaste does not have that warning. No fluoride, no poison warning. So what damage can fluoride cause? Bone cancer? Bone weakness? Joint problems, lowered levels of estrogen and testosterone, fluorosis, which causes yellow teeth and pitting of the enamel. A national activist group called We Are Change has been plastering cities with this sign warning people that there is poison in the tap water. WeAreChangeMaine.com is the website for their local chapter. This is a bag that fluoride comes in. Notice the poison warning. Notice that it says it may cause organ failure. This is what is being put in a lot of our water. Many communities across the country are organizing to get fluoride out of the water, and you can do it also. So if you're concerned, investigate this issue and get active and organized. Finally, I wanted to talk about aspartame because it's become almost impossible to find gum that doesn't have aspartame in it. It's also found in soda, in candy. It started out as an artificial sweetener, but now aspartame is being put in things even when the sugar is still in it. It's almost impossible to get away from. I challenge you to go to the store and find a pack of gum that does not have aspartame in it. I've only found one without it. Pilu gum at my local natural food store carries it. As I was working on this video, my son brought to my attention that some vitamin C tablets in our home actually contained aspartame. I couldn't believe it, but there it was. We citizens need to educate ourselves about these important issues, and we need to support media sources that are willing to bring stuff like this to our attention. I'm very grateful for the Kids Safe Product Act. It's something that legislators on both sides of the aisle should be able to get behind. Let's encourage them to do so. This is Jared LeBlanc going in-depth on the issues that matter with Maine Web News.
Experience the future of Maine News today at mainewebnews.com.